Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird aunties that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
And with the sound of the cuckoo, you know that it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret.
Hooray!
I am Emmett Davenport.
And I'm Lady Attercop.
And Halloween has come and
I
gone.
would say it is the unofficial end of spooky season, but it is always spooky season in our hearts.
It is. It is. Very much so. The winter holidays are approaching.
Yeah, daylight savings is here upon us.
Yes.
Yeah, by the time this podcast comes out, it's here for both the United States and for Britain, and I think Canada, and wherever else Ben Franklin's cold, heartless grasp has reached.
It is stupid.
Yeah, so it's getting dark. I will admit, though, it is nice, since I have to get up early, the Attercop household has to get up early to get everyone to their various forms of employment.
You have to get up early.
Well, not as early as you.
I
But
was
it is
gonna
a
say.
bummer when you have to get up and it's dark.
It's true.
I'm glad to be done with cosmetology school because I
Yeah.
would get up when it was dark and I would get home when it was dark. And boy, was that depressing.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, as someone who often gets up when it is dark and then finishes work when it is dark, I have to say it's a little weird and off-putting.
Leaving the house at 6:30 in the morning, dark. Getting home at 8:30 at night, dark.
I don't know how people in like the Pacific Northwest of America or people who essentially live on that part of the Arctic Circle handle it.
You get 4 hours of light a day.
Yeah, where it's just dark. I thought for a very long time that I would like it, being of a dark and somber and gloomy,
spooky yourself.
Yes, gloomy disposition. I thought, oh no, I would be fine with that. I don't care. I don't ever go out into the direct sunlight. For one, it makes me sneeze, and I don't care for it. But I have to say that having visited those areas at different times of the year, I actually kind of like the sun. At least in theory. I'm not going to lay.
I just want the option.
Right. I'm not going to lay out in it and get tan or anything or.
Some of us in the studio, that's not an option.
Yes, well, I mean, for you, it's not an option. But I mean, like...
Hello, my pale people above the Arctic Circle. What's up?
Yeah, but it's still definitely one of those, like, I like the idea of the sun.
I like the sun coming through the windows.
Yes.
I like...
With a layer.
Yeah.
I want some layers of fabric.
Right. Well, it can come through the window. It can bring life to my plants, and my cats can sunbathe. And oh, isn't this lovely? And but this time of year, it's tough. I didn't think, coming from South Florida, the land of the sun, I did not. I was always like, seasonal affective disorder. What is that?
That's not a thing.
And I was like, I was wrong. I apologize.
Oh, well, I mean, having...
It's real, because it stays lighter there than it does, because it's closer to the equator.
Yeah.
And it's tough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I had grown up in Maryland until I was to early teen, and then I moved to New England, and it gets darker there sooner. And so, yeah, there's definitely and cabin fever and with the winter and all that stuff, like I definitely noticed a huge difference, which is why when given the opportunity to move south again, I was like, yes, I will do that. Thank you.
Yeah, actually.
I will head to the south because I am not cut out for this. Yeah, no, I definitely.
I would be fine with the cabin fever and stuff. I mean, not fine.
You think you would?
No, fine is a strong word.
I was gonna say.
What I would say is I would function perfectly well. I just would go
mad.
Not right.
Yes.
Because I am, now that the pandemic is apparently just never going to end.
Yeah.
Which is our new reality that we all have to deal with, which is fun. I'm starting to try to get back into the routine of doing just everyday human stuff.
Oh.
Like make an appointment to get new glasses and get my tires changed and that kind of thing. And I'm like a mole man that's come up from under the earth that doesn't understand this new world.
How does this work?
I have to make an appointment with people and be there, and no, I've totally forgotten. And I worked through the pandemic. It's not like I didn't see other people and like function within society as a human being. I worked in person the whole time, and I have completely forgotten how to human in the society that time period.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can go to work, I'm fine at work, I'm fine at home, and those are the only two places apparently I know how society works.
Yeah.
Every place else is a strange foreign land.
Yeah, no, that is, yeah. That is how it, I feel like that is how it is for a lot of people. I do that myself. I go to the cafe and I work, and I am fine there. Though I do feel like I probably talk a little more than I should to people, and probably give a little more detail because I'm just so excited to talk to another human being.
It's probably fine because they're probably so excited to hear from it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, hey, we're having social interaction. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's also like I am providing them a service. I am making them a drink while I'm doing it. So it's not like I've just stopped and not, like, I'm still doing things as I am talking to them.
You haven't stopped someone on the street like, Madam, excuse me. I have opinions about the new Loki series I would like to discuss.
I would like to tell you about. But first, let me get your mocha.
You know, if street harassment worked like that, it might be more successful. Excuse me, madam.
Excuse me, madam. I have very strong opinions about all sorts of things. Except I need to make your cafe mocha first. But will you stay here?
And then I'm going to express my interest in your caboose.
Yes.
I'd be like, well, on the one hand, I don't want to hear about your opinions on my caboose, but on the other hand,
I do want that cafe mocha, and you have been very polite about it. So
how good are you at making a cafe mocha? I don't want you to dump some, cheap Bisquick into a coffee cup of gas station coffee.
Why would you put Bisquick?
Because it's gonna be a muffin. I was trying to say Nesquik.
Like, that's the worst mocha.
Well, I definitely don't want that mocha.
I don't want that at all.
That's a rise and shine.
That is a horrible nightmare.
That's here in the South. We call that a rise and shine, where you just put the biscuit and the gravy right in the coffee.
Ooh. Just pour some.
And then you blend it. It's fine. It's a protein shake.
Oh,
especially if you add some fried chicken.
No, let's never do that.
Hold on, I've sold myself on it. I'll come back around. Hold on.
Now suddenly I want one.
No, I'm not sure. No, I might want one.
No. But yes, I feel like if personal opinions were handed to me with a coffee with a fancy coffee drink, I'd be fine. Like
you might be more receptive to whatever is about to. I mean, it's not foolproof.
No.
But the top is very shapely on you. It's like, okay, never mind. Oh well, now I have a weapon to throw in your face.
Yes. Now you don't get the smoke up. Well, you do, but it's just.
I'm gonna give this back to you, but I'm gonna keep the container.
You don't get to drink it.
I mean, you might be. Open your mouth. Let's see how much I can get in there.
Oh, no. No. This has gone weird already.
And subscribe to my new Patreon. Lady Attercop throws drinks in the faces of random people.
If you give her enough money, she will do it to anyone.
If you support us on Patreon and you would like to have me throw a hot drink in your face, I'm not saying I won't do it. I might do it. I'm not.
I just will charge you a lot.
It's going to be, you have to donate a lot and more than 1 month. You can't do one of those, I subscribed for 1 month. I got all the content I want. Now I'm canceling it on you. No. You gotta at least 5 months. Oh. And then I'm just saying, I don't know what my line is anymore. This pandemic has broken us all.
I'm trying to figure out what your line. What is the?
I don't know that's. I mean, it's gotta be somebody's thing, right?
No, it probably is, and I don't want to know if
statistically.
I don't know if I want to meet that person.
I mean, again, donate enough money to our Patreon. I'm not ruling it out.
I'm trying to figure out, would they have to come to the cafe
No,
person?
I would have to go.
You would have to go
a
to
third party.
Oh,
a neutral third party.
A neutral third.
Because that's just the way
or
that you...
Second location.
Not a second location.
Third location?
No, a neutral party.
Neutral.
You both arrive there with your own
thing.
Yeah, don't ever go to a second location, Emmett. Especially not with somebody who's offering you food.
Well, no.
That's how cults happen.
Oh, well, I thought I was bringing the food to throw at someone.
Well... Oh, yeah, that's another good question. Who provides the coffee?
Yes, that I'm throwing.
I provide the coffee? Do you provide the coffee?
Like,
Do I get
the
it?
Coffee
Do we
coming
meet
from?
at that third neutral location? They provide the coffee?
Right. Is it there already? Am I supposed to take it from a counter and just toss it at them? Also, could we go to possibly a place that has bad coffee? Because I feel like I would rather drink good coffee, but throwing bad coffie at somebody, I'm completely fine with.
That's where your line
I
is,
have
the quality of the coffee.
Yes.
Like, I'll throw coffee at a pervert if that's what, if that's what they want.
Like, if we're going to gas station, totally. I will throw gas station
7-Eleven.
coffee. I will throw gas station coffee at everybody. It's fine. It's fine. It could be sitting there. I have no problem with that. But is it good coffee? Do I want to drink this coffee?
That's where your line is, personally.
And then I'd start kind of wondering, like, but
this is like actually like fresh brewed. This was ground
tasty
today, and it smells good.
If it's good,
I'm not gonna throw this in your face.
No.
What if you're trying to aim for their mouth? That's part of the thing.
I don't know.
You're like,
no, I feel like it becomes my coffee if it's good. That's part of the...
It's not the pervert's coffee.
Yes. It's not your coffee anymore.
Not that you're a pervert. If you want
coffee
a middle-aged woman to throw coffee at you, hey, you do you, boo. You live your truth. We're not trying to shame anybody over here. We're just wondering what the logistics are.
I'm just wondering... Yeah, no, because if it's good coffee, I want to drink it.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I'm sorry. Would
you be willing to incorporate gravy?
Into my coffee?
No, into the throwing.
Oh, I will throw gravy at everybody. I don't care.
I'm thinking for Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
This is our new American Thanksgiving donation drive.
I have no problem. I have no qualms throwing gravy at anybody.
We'll throw turkey.
It doesn't even have to be good. Good, bad, whatever. Gravy, fine. Canned gravy, I have no qualms about gravy.
In the can or out of, I feel like
either.
Out of the can. Throw canned gravy.
Just throwing the can of gravy is just, that's just abuse. that's not a thing.
Keep it sane. Keep it consensual.
Yes. No, I draw gravy throwing is I'm fine with that. Across the board.
All Thanksgiving foods? Stuffing,
pretty much.
Stuffing,
turkey. I'll throw all that stuff. Well, I'm not crazy about turkey.
All right.
Like
the whole turkey slices?
It doesn't matter to me.
Drumstick?
I bake the turkey. I don't really want to eat it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not.
You're not a fan.
I don't really like turkey. I've been making it for my whole life. I'm not going to say exact age, but I've been doing it for quite a long time, and I can honestly say,
I roasted my first turkey last year. I was pretty proud of myself.
I could take it or leave it.
I like turkey.
I mean, it's okay, but whatever.
Give me that big ugly bird.
Now, ham. I will fight you for ham.
Yeah, no, see, but ham...
I will fight you for ham.
I made some ham for Halloween because, sewing. And I can't get over the fact that I know that this is coming in a tube. It's not real meat. It's been processed to hell.
What did you
It was
do?
a spiral cut ham. No, it was a normal ham.
Because you got a spiral cut.
I did because that was the cheapest one.
That was your.
That was that was where I.
That was why.
Where I fell apart.
But
I needed the bone
yeah.
in. But the bone in was, and also there's only two of us.
Yeah.
It's a lot of bone. That's a lot.
No, that's why when you and Mr. Ducky come over to the house, that's why I get the fancy ham. I get the fancy bone-in ham because it's 4 of us, and because I know Mr. Ducky's going to try and eat half that ham.
I got news for you. He'll eat the fake ham too.
Yes.
That NB loves some ham.
Yeah, no, he and I have fought over some ham.
I'm not the biggest ham fan to begin with, and then you're gonna add to the things like this was never a part of an animal. Enjoy your science meat, which normally I'd be on board for, but something about that pre-molded ham.
No, canned ham is not.
It wasn't canned. It came in a little wrapped net, like it was an actual animal. Like they wanted me to pretend along with them.
That's fine. It's fine.
It was fine.
Yes. Fine. The most passive of negative responses.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's the answer you never want when asking, "How do I look?" It's fine. Oh, fine. You look fine. Ooh.
Is that okay? Yeah, it's
fine.
Fine. It was fine. It was ham. Ham is the fine of meat.
Oh, makes me sad. I like ham.
I'm
not crazy about turkey.
All right, so turkey is your fine. Ham is mine.
Unless, well, last year we did get the fancy. We got a Heritage Farm turkey.
Oh.
That was all sorts of
that
fancy.
Makes it sound like the turkey. And as an added bonus, the turkey was racist. So when you ate it, you just felt better.
You felt so much better.
Like you were making the world a better place.
Something like it had.
Yeah, it had like a Bob's Burgers.
It was like
turkey.
a fancy pedigree turkey.
Ooh.
We got one because we were stuck at home and it was and it was ridiculous and it was a pandemic and we needed something enjoyable,
some little spark of joy.
And so, but once again, it was okay.
So the turkey with the pedigree wasn't any better than
regular
turkey.
It's all right. I mean,
yeah.
Rupert liked it.
He was impressed.
It was just turkey. Whatever. And then I went back to sleep. Hibernation.
Yeah, I went back. I thought 2021 would be getting better, and all I want to do is sleep now too. Oh, and it's dark.
Yeah. So and with that, I think we should start playing some music.
This atmospheric auditory experience is brought to you by Sextant St. Sextant's mood-setting real estate. Are you a soul-searching poet of somber disposition looking for a location necessary to morbid reflection? Are you a stoic professor of criminology in need of a home ripe with the potential for intriguing calamity? We have the location for you. Skeletal tree on a mist-shrouded hill? We got it. Rickety shutters that clutter in a baleful wind? There they are! The hounds? You can't stop us from releasing them! From creaking floorboards to inaccessible attics, every property is guaranteed to amuse, inspire, and forebode. Sextant St. Sextant's mood-setting real estate. There's a fog on the moors, and it could be yours!
And the leaves are turning, the days are waning, and your lungs are filling with a sort of viscous ichor that normally fights Conan the Barbarian at the bottom of a temple pit. Get a head start on the melee with Dr. Feelgood's tubercular confectionery. Ask for it, steadying yourself on a handrail, by name.
As always, the Clockwork Cabaret winds their way up the stairs of the lighthouse to light the beacon, calling home their wayward sailor from the tempest-tossed seas. But they well know that his life, his love, and his lady is the Mad Wasp Radio. Oh, Mandy, you're a fine girl, but he'd rather hang out with a bunch of dudes in the middle of nowhere.
So, I forgot what we were talking about earlier.
We were talking about chucking food at strangers for money. Oh
yes, let's not do that.
All right.
Okay.
We've decided that's not a revenue stream that we wish to pursue.
No, I don't think so.
Still a more honest living than NFTs.
Yeah, well.
At this point, clear cutting is too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a whole lot of other things I feel like that might be better, like digging ditches.
For the environment, yes.
Being, begging on the street corner.
Again.
For quarters.
For the environment, yes.
I don't know.
Mining coal for the environment.
Yeah, not so bad. Yeah, no. Also, I don't... let's please not go
Please
down
don't explain them to us. No, we understand what they are.
Yeah, also NFTs are not... I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
Not fucking today is what they stand for.
Also, or not a fucking thing.
Yeah. Also not a fucking thing.
Either way. No. I've had several artist friends...
Oh yeah.
Go on a rampage at me about them, and it's completely reasonable, and I am fine with it. I'm like, yes, no, you are absolutely right.
These are all valid points. I agree.
All valid points. I would rather buy a piece of art and hang it on my wall.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. That is why I have artwork from people who I'm not even friends with anymore, still hanging up in my house.
Including mine. We're not friends anymore. No, mine is hanging up in your cafe.
Yes. Also, what? We're friends. We're sitting here.
I thought it would be. I thought that would be funny.
What do you know?
Well,
what are you saying? Is this the moment where you break up with me?
This is the Sweeps Weeks cliffhanger of the Clockwork Cabaret.
The first week of November, all of a sudden,
will they get back together as
Lady Attercop breaks up with the Clockwork Cabaret and says, "No, I can't do this anymore.
I can't stand it anymore." And I spun off. Will they get back together in time for the Clockwork Ball? I don't know. Tune in next week to find out. Or just show up to Saxabaha, North Carolina on New Year's Eve.
And see if Lady Attercop is there.
Will I be there? Won't I be there? Will I be a mysterious stranger in a mask?
Will you make poor Emmett Davenport DJ that whole night by themselves?
Who knows? Who is that mysterious stranger leaning against the wall in a horse head mask that looks suspiciously like her Halloween costume? Could it be? I'm just trying to add some,
mystery.
Yeah, like
something.
The
charming disaster is coming and playing, and will they be there only or will they leave? Will they say no because Lady Attercop's not there, and she was the whole reason they were coming?
Have I stolen them away to my alternative New Year's Eve
your
party?
Own party?
The Blockwork Cabaret at the Blaw River Ballroom. Why no? Blaw River Hall Room. Who knows? But seriously, though, you should come watch us DJ at the Haw River Ballroom in Saxabaha, North Carolina. Saxabaha.
Yeah, for New Year's Eve. It'll actually be a lot of fun. We always have a grand time. The venue is awesome. Everybody works there is awesome.
And
Charming Disaster is wonderful, and I'm very excited to get them.
I'm so excited. You've heard them on the show.
Yes, so many times because I can't help it because I like them. I've just decided that the Clockwork Clockwork Ball is just going to be my vanity project where I just bring bands that I want to hear. I mean, I feel like
Davenport presents the Clockwork
I feel
Ball.
like that's just the thing that I'm going to do from now on is I don't care. There could just be me.
Hey,
and
we
I will
would
be
never
fine.
throw a party we wouldn't attend.
It's true.
And we're antisocial jerks.
It's
so
true.
you know if we would attend this party, it's a good one.
Well, also, I only like to attend parties where I'm working because I'm not good at parties.
I'm excellent at parties.
The only way I can go to a party is if I'm working that party because I don't know how to be social otherwise.
No, me either.
You got to give me a task. That's why if you ever want me to join your party, just ask me to come and DJ for you, or just say, hey, bring your DJ equipment and come to the party. And more than likely, I'll just set up in a corner and I'll play music. And that's what I do for your whole party.
You have to pay them.
Well, I mean, would be nice.
You're volunteering yourself.
Oh, am I? Oh,
you
sorry.
have to pay
Sorry.
them
You do have to
in
pay.
both money and booze.
Yes, that is true. Because if I have to travel, there are rules. I was more thinking just locally.
Yeah,
but
you're thinking
yes,
like
I was
your
thinking,
friends and family.
Yes, I was just thinking, oh yeah, no, just bring me over because honestly, that's how I have ended up DJing for friends' parties.
You are announcing this to the world at large.
It's true. It's a right.
Although if you live in England and you would like us to come DJ for you, we're just saying airfare and perhaps accommodations would go a long way to
help us get there.
accomplishing that fact.
Help us get there and we'll figure it out, is what I am saying.
We want to see some British stuff. Show us your finest ruins.
All the ruins.
Show us your most British pubs.
Can I see a henge?
I would love a henge.
All the henges.
Show us all your finest henges. We don't have those in America. We're intrigued.
Oh, I have seen a henge in America. It was terrible.
Was it built like in the 60s
by
a hippie on peyote?
I don't even
that
know.
Doesn't count.
It was quote unquote American Stonehenge. I don't know. It was
that
dumb.
sounds like it was built in the 60s by someone
dumb.
on peyote.
I felt like I was being ripped off. So
because you were.
Probably. Yes.
What we have in America are cryptids. Many cryptids that are all either bears or sandhill cranes.
Oh.
They're all bears with mange or sandhill cranes, and it's heartbreaking.
Oh.
But the name of my punk band is Bears with Mange and Sandhill Cranes. and our first single is Mothman Is My Boyfriend.
Oh, it's coming out January 1st.
January 1st, 2022. Look for it.
It'll be great.
I'm releasing it on vinyl only.
Oh, you're gonna go that route. Okay.
Yeah, every record is going to have a personally imprinted pressing of Mothman's butt.
Oh,
from the statue.
Oh,
I am going to get kicked out of North Virginia or West Virginia very quickly. North Virginia.
How? Yeah, like every. So, are you gonna bring all the records there?
I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna make a mold.
Oh, a mold of the butt.
Of the butt.
Of the butt.
And then I can keep it for myself.
Oh, okay.
And friends.
So I'm foreseeing a trip to that.
You're foreseeing getting arrested in West Virginia very soon. Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I already removed West Virginia from my atlas before, so you know,
we've discussed how you don't go to West Virginia.
This is just added to the extra.
Yeah, we don't
thing. So
we don't have anything cool. Like we destroyed everything cool in America that was built by the people that had lived there for thousands of years. Because
so now all we have is roadside attractions. Yeah, yeah.
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 Because colonization is not fun. And so we don't have any cool things like hedges or, I mean, there's pueblos and there's the structures of the Pueblo people and all that other stuff, which is very cool.
Well, like there used to be the old man in the mountain in New Hampshire, but it slid off the side of the mountain. So a couple of years ago. So
the old man was done.
He was like, I'm retiring. And fell to the ground.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's not a lot of things.
We have a few pueblos, we have a few burial grounds, we have a few things, but most of them we're like, I feel like burn this stuff, we don't need this crap.
I feel like industrialization might be the problem.
It's definitely one of them, but colonialization was the bigger one. England, you know what we're talking about. You got some sins that you're not too crazy about. They're feeling a little awkward right now, like we're feeling awkward.
Yeah, we're all terrible.
And a certain subset of us definitely are.
And on that note, that pleasant note, welcome to November.
Well, it is colonization month.
Oh, yeah.
And also Native American, it's also Indigenous Peoples History Month.
Oh,
so that's a much better way to spend your month.
Yes.
Learning about the peoples of, the original peoples of America instead of a bunch of religious weirdos that got kicked out of England for being too weird.
Yes. Well, and all the other countries.
And then also Amsterdam. Yeah.
Well, also all the other countries. Like, the only reason they ended up here was because no one else wanted them.
Because, every place else in Europe kicked them out. And that formed our country. Hooray!
Yay! And that's why we're here. Hooray! Oh, this was a fun episode until all of that.
The whole episode was about bears mauling people.
That's true.
I mean, that is a fun episode.
I mean, honestly,
humanity was clearly a mistake.
It was true.
You know, the whole thing started to go to shit when humanity started. So,
yes. And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
And they are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do.
It's love. Dangerous love.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a madman wasp, 'cause he plays all the music.
Choose the Madman Wasp. He plays all the music.